position makes it, wow. Look at this, Saman. He's going for it, Magnus himself with white.
There's a move in this game that just absolutely blows my mind. I mean, the levels that this guy is at. It's Magpie Crane Swan playing with the white pieces. It's the Grand High Final of the Chess.com Classic, a Champions Chess Tour event, and his opponent is Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, aka MVL. And of course, Magnus, he opens with the King Pawn. Best by test, as Bobby Fischer famously said, this is an incredible game. 24 moves of destruction in online chess, rapid chess, clock times on the left here. We get this aggressive Sicilian. MVL's been playing this his entire life. So much experience, so watch this. Knight f3, d6, and it invites a standard open Sicilian Najdorf variation, starting with this move, named after Miguel Najdorf. Magnus doesn't want it. He goes for this sideline, knight f6, and again, no open game. He plays pawn h3. I mean, you can play just about anything these days, especially in the shorter time controls. We're into the sidelines. The fourth horseman of the apocalypse slides into the game. Bonus points if you can name them. Now we get an open game here. Pawn recaptures, knight takes back, and now we get a move which looks so positionally irresponsible here. I mean, it's reminiscent of that deathbed scene in Mouse Hunt when the father's laid in the deathbed. He gives Ernie and Lars his lucky string. He says, I want you to share it as brothers. Then this happens.
What are you doing?
And you feel like it's how he would react to this move.
What are you doing?
Yes, you kick back the knight, but look at the cavernous hole that you leave on d5. What's going on with that? Well, you've gained some space. You've gained some time, and think bishop e6, think a6, b5, rook c8, queen c7, knight a5 to c4, dynamic counterplay. If you can ever achieve d5 in future, you're living the dream. So h6 was first played to stop bishop g5. No longer can you eliminate the knight, which is covering d5. Bishop c4, it's the most pertinent diagonal, and this one now covers. You never capture in a million years. Allow the recapture and plugging of the hole. So bishop b3 dropping back. If you try and pick up that bishop pair immediately or force this, well, white can check. It's not ideal. You're not yet castled. Do you drop back? Do you cover with the bishop? No good. So instead we see bishop e7. Now both players castle. No fist bump. This time they do a patty cake. They've known each other ages. Real strong relationship. Now we get Chewbacca's favourite move, the Wookiee one. This one hits the half open file. And we've just talked about the idea of dominating this weak square. Maybe sticking a minor piece there. But look at this. Magnus hops forward immediately. Allows this and this a changing of the guard. Why would you stick a pawn on that square when it was such a weakness? Well, it wasn't actually that easy to put a piece there, right? Black had it covered well. You couldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. So Magnus instead picks up this time. He saves his bishop pair. Knight c4 is the best way to go. We're on move 14. MVL goes wrong here. He doesn't do that. He rotates the knight back to d7. Looks so natural to spawn a seahorse and push the f-pawn here. Magnus makes some room for this one to drop back. f5, and look at that. A massive BBC. That's big black centre. You're dominating the centre of the board. The white minor pieces. I mean, look at the black position. It's a picture of harmony. How are you going to fight against this centre here? Magnus goes on to win in 9 moves from here. This is unreal levels of GOAT behaviour. He first drops back the bishop. He wants to attack one day. Rook f7 immediately is best, but MVL goes queen b6. He's kind of thrashing here. I mean, what are you really doing? You're not actually threatening that much. Magnus goes rook b1. We'll ignore the miss. You know, the all-powerful engine wanted b3. Sack a pawn. But okay, you get quick development. Not played. Now rook f7. a4, I mean, this is some deep stuff. Is Magnus possibly looking for b4 in future? Then you've already played a4, so you can do a quick a5. Not sure. Either way, we get the queen just dropping back. You know, a real waste of time from MVL. And now this is the moment where Magnus's move just blows my mind. Truly does. Imagine you were playing the white pieces. You know, what would you play here? One of the absolute first moves pop into my mind is, say, queen e2. Just a logical kind of improving move. Maybe you go pawn b4 if you're feeling a bit frisky. The knight can't come here, so you kick it in here. You know, a line something like this, let's say. Just steady chess, you gain a bit of space, you challenge the strong knight, you improve the pieces. Here's how the game could go. You set up the old bathtub. I mean, this could absolutely be a master game. Black gets a strong knight, but then you can potentially sack an exchange or bring this guy back. Who knows what's going on? It's a game, it's a battle. Reminiscent of Magnus's match with Fabi back in, was it 2018? But this wasn't played. Magnus Carlsen pulls out all the stops with this incredible move. Pawn to g4.
Makes it, wow. Look at this, Saman. He's going for it, Magnus
Wow.
himself with white.
I mean, never would I play that move in a million years, and I'm a pretty weak player. And of course, it looks so counterintuitive because you're ripping open the f-file where the black rooks stand. This one now doubles, about to chop off your knight. The pawn's weak behind, only one defender. You know, what are you doing here? Are you playing bishop e4? Very clumsy, runs into knight c5. Are you playing rook e3? Just looks wrong, blocking everything. Surely there's a tactical problem. Queen c4 is on the way to pick up a pawn. If the knight ever moves, this one collapses. I mean, it just looks calamitous. But here's the point. This is about to drop off the board. Magnus ignores it and plays queen d3.
Pooh. What a move. What a move.
An absolute brilliancy. If the knight's taken, well, we're not going to show it because that is what MVL plays. What should he play? Well, pawn to g5 because you open the rook's defense on this checkmating square. The game can proceed with, say, knight h2 or knight d2, some kind of maneuvering move, and black can't actually crash through or else you get mated. So white does stand better. We won't go down that rabbit hole there because it wasn't played. In the game, the knight was captured here, and look at that. Absolute meltdown from the all-powerful engine because Magnus checks. The king runs. It's desperately hoping to escape to the queen side, but not today, sir. You check it, and it's got no squares except f6. And then MVL obviously just miscalculated something. I don't know. But there are two checkmate in 5 ideas here. In 7 or 6. One is with pushing the pawn to g5. One is dropping the bishop back. And you now threaten to check with the queen, and MVL resigns the game. Why did he resign? How do you stop this checkmating threat? There's nothing. You know, here's the top line, giving an entire rook just to then go check. You can block. You know, this absolute stupidity. What? Bishop d8 is the strongest way. Check. Looks like you're running away, but you shut the trap like this. Do what you want. You can reach that position like this sort of thing. It's absolutely game over. MVL goes down in 24 moves. Absolutely calamitous. Jump to this one. They made a draw in the second game. Then Magnus had white in the third. MVL was pushing in a Grunfeld here, but Magnus just dominates things. We see a load of pieces leave the board. MVL's a pawn up, but here's a tactic. Bang. Opening the queen. This is how the game proceeded. Blah blah blah. Magnus trades some pieces. And as you see so often in the Grunfeld, it's the D pawn deciding things. Because come back here, little tactical shot. If you take here, well now if queen takes, you pick up the rook. Nice little shot. So we see this one proceed, and Magnus just sees it home here. Powerful, powerful d-pawn. Classic Grunfeld play. Brings in the king. We reach this dominant position, and resigns was played. You know, the king's going to worm away in one direction or another. Then the pawn's going through, and it's all just protected. Nothing you can do. Magnus takes it home, wins the Chess.com Classic. Congratulations to him. It was really never a contest, to be honest. Hope you enjoyed. Have a look at the video on screen for some more epic chess, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.